All right, hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of BrobusCast. I am your very itchy-throated host, Brobuscus, and with me today is ZDogg.
BrobusCast, I choose you!
And Richard.
We are not playing a children's card game on motorcycles.
And we also have a very special guest. Please welcome back to the stage, your only mate.
It's time to discuss death battles.
There we go. Man, if people knew, they'd think this was scripted, but it's not. And you are going to get you are going to get no further context than that. Smile.
I mean, exactly. I did that on Lads, and I've been sitting on that for like ages.
I mean, it's funny. So it's funny and clever. So.
Yeah. Anyways, so to address this thing I mentioned earlier, about my itchy throat. Yeah. Imagine having like a tiny little grain of sand in the back of your throat since Thanksgiving morning. That's been my life lately.
Like sand.
Allergy season is the worst.
Yeah, it's really bad. So because of that, I'm probably going to be coughing quite a lot in this episode. I hope you can just deal with it because I really can't do anything about it.
We could put a Pokeball sound effect over it every time you cough.
Yeah, that requires copious amounts of editing. I'm not doing that.
Also, bro, be sure to take it easy, otherwise you might go from coughing to wheezing.
Anyways, okay.
It's a sound. I can use the soundboard however I damn well please.
Fair enough. Anyways, so all I can really do is just promise you that it's gonna sound worse than it feels. I swear to God, I'm okay. But I do have just as a precaution, I do have copious amounts of water with me. So, and given how much I am absolutely going to be talking on this episode, yeah, I think it's warranted. Of course, this would happen on this episode, where I have not one but two death battles that I have a lot to say on.
A lot.
So you could say there's figuratively and literally ash in your throat.
Sure. Why did we invite this guy again? Don't answer that. I know why, but anyway, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. If you don't like it, I don't like it either. So you know what? We'll share in the distaste together. Anyway. Anyways, we got some death battles to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And when I said I have a lot to say about these, I'm not exaggerating. There's a lot.
There is a lot.
Well, first of all, the most recent episode came out. It came out like 3 weeks ago, but hey, that's just how timing works when we record this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, we got Dante versus Clive.
Yeah.
The prodigal son returns.
Glorious return of
Torrian's
Torrian.
back.
Hell yeah.
Torrian is back, and not just him, but more people.
Yep.
a lot more people actually.
Hell yeah.
But of course we need to get the boring stuff out of the way first.
Yep.
Boring stuff.
Yep.
Well, I say that, but anyway. Hey, so the character I repped lost again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm beginning to notice a theme here.
You're the new freelancer Amber of BrobusCast.
Yeah, great.
Oh.
It's not an honor.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Amber you said that.
I just might want to hire.
She'll never find me.
Unless she watches this video.
Yeah. Or unless we invite her back. We did have her as a guest forever ago. But,
That is true, we did.
That is true.
Yeah, whatever.
Um,
Regardless, yes, Clive did reign victorious here.
Yeah. Final Fantasy wins keep on coming.
There you go.
there you
The
go.
wins are no longer fantasies.
Indeed. So,
I am on fire today.
Yeah, sure. You, whatever.
Much like Dante by the end.
okay. And bro's now regretting his decision.
I hate you
No.
so much. I just want you to know that right now.
Anyway,
Dante lost. Are you
Yeah.
shocked? Again, I make a big deal out of it. I'm not actually that upset about it. I know I don't walk into these with the intent of being like, yeah, my guy wins. Really, the only thing that bums me out is that I just really like Dante, so just seeing him die at all was just kind of felt like a stab in the heart. I'm not gonna lie, this one hurt.
I feel ya.
Yeah, I agree.
Although I'll take some solace in the idea that Dante would have won had someone on the team like breathed differently. That's how close this was.
I was gonna say I know
Yeah.
at least take solace that it was like incredibly close, like not just like in the episode, like it could have gone any which way if just one thing had been different. So
It's true.
Yeah.
You don't often get a character that loses to somebody who just barely etches out in a specific category for the win. I mean, it's very much like Trunks versus Silver in that regard for me, where it took a strong enough source of willpower for Clive to even get the win. So that's how much Dante was putting him on the back foot and how even he was with him.
I feel like Kyle versus Simone would have been a better comparison.
nah.
Especially since you mentioned willpower,
That's true.
Hey,
That's true.
either way, the comparison's still there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Although for what it's worth, I don't know how well this is gonna be received among our audience. I still, to this day, kind of still side with Dante.
Well, of course.
Well, not just because I like the guy. I put my bets on him before the episode came out, and I'm gonna go ahead and say right now that's not changed. Although, for what it's worth, I do think the reasoning makes sense. It makes perfect sense why they went with Clive.
Yeah.
It's really just kind of a matter of just different interpretations, I suppose. I wouldn't exactly say this is flat out disagreement. It's kind of in a similar vein to how I felt about Bowser versus Eggman. It's I don't inherently disagree with the reasoning, just the winner. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. I kind of have...
If it's any consolation, you're not alone on Dante Clive. On Lads, Bill went on this whole thing about how he thinks Dante should have won.
Yeah.
I mean, I recently talked about it with a group of friends of mine when we did our reaction to this fight, and we all agreed we we agree with Clive getting the win, but if there's one complaint I have, it's that I don't agree with the presentation of how he won. I really feel like...
What do you mean?
So, like, basically, I feel like they should have... It would require us jumping straight into the end section. I don't know if we want to jump there already.
Oh, so you're talking like how he won, not why?
Yeah, it's basically
okay,
their explanation. That's it. Like, I don't disagree with why he won. I just disagree with how it was presented in the argument.
Oh, well, if it's like, because I was confused. Like, you were talking like in the argument or in the fight.
No, just the argument.
I mean, I kind of don't want to bog this down with discussions about that, because I could go on for a while.
Okay, well, I'll just to sum it up, I think that they needed to expand on the cosmology for both of them, for why Clive's endurance was just slightly more better. That's it. Like, I feel like they didn't do enough analyzing their cosmology for what they survived and how that compares. So basically, simple explanation, they needed more numbers. That's it.
Sure.
Okay.
Just saying that what they said, I can believe that Clive wins because this goes out to Sean, who really brought his fucking big guns against Bro's big guns. Sean did a better job of convincing me Clive wins more often than not, and I believed his explanation, but when Death Battle presented the argument, I feel like I can believe they are convinced Clive wins, but I am not convinced on their presentation for the argument. At least not without showing us what makes Clive more durable than Dante. Because that is where a lot of contention has come up with how Dante lost.
Well, they said they were equals. Okay. More so, they said that it was just kind of like impossible to figure out like who gets the advantage here. So I guess the only thing I really can say, I don't want to get too far into it. Honestly, I could probably make a separate podcast about this, just kind of like responding to the verdict. If you guys want that, I don't know, maybe let us know in the comments. I think it could be kind of fun, actually.
It would.
Let us know in the comments. Brobuscus debunks. Do you want it?
Okay, not that. Not that. It's not a debunk.
No.
I don't. Please.
I just wanted to make it funny.
Yeah, I know, I got it. But please don't rope me in with the debunk crowd. Like I said, okay, right at the gate, their main argument is that Clive has more, like, endurance and stamina than Dante, and I don't really have anything against that. And if that's their main argument, then fine. I'll accept that. The only thing I guess I really can say that's like kind of the big thing for me is that they compared Dante, the way they compared their stats was by comparing Dante to Mundus and Clive to Ultimalius, which that's fair, that's the big stuff, but I think that what they kind of gloss over, okay, maybe I really should be careful how I word this. Something that I think they probably could have addressed is that for Mundus, it was for Void Mundus, because they were talking about how Dante and Clive beat them without their super forms. But Void Mundus was prior to DMC 2. Ultimalius, from what I gathered, from my understanding, is at the end of Clive's story.
Yes, it is.
So we're basically comparing end of series Clive to bare minimum middle of series Dante and saying they're even.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to explain what the problem there is. So I'm not going to. We're just gonna move on from that. So yeah. So like I said, I still have Dante winning personally. But a lot of other people still have Clive winning. They had Clive winning before this episode came out, so I think both sides are valid. The only thing I can say that's not valid is this is something I really like. I wonder if I probably commented on this already, but can y'all please stop? Well, just in general, not just for this episode, but just in general, can y'all please stop talking in absolutes? Like, I thought we learned our lesson after Hulk vs. Godzilla, but I guess I was freaking wrong.
You give this community too much slack. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm just so tired of, like, even, like, basically once the episode is announced, people are like, oh, this character wins 100%. And it's like, bro, I can guarantee you did no research on this. And that's not even mentioning like all the this episode isn't close. This episode is one-sided. All those clickbait videos on YouTube that I got one for this upcoming episode.
Yeah.
Just today actually, and I'm just gonna say right now, anybody who says that is freaking high. I'm just sitting here like, for the love of God, can you at least wait until like near the end so I can at least like assume you did research on this? But no.
Not today. Yeah. Friendly reminder, keep an open mind when it comes to Death Battle, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, you know, anything could happen in the show. I think time and time again it's been proven. So just, you know.
It's grasping at straws, unfortunately.
Never go. Yeah, I know. Well, I try. Like, never go into an episode assuming one side is going to win 100%, even with like matchups that are like you think are
obvious.
Yeah. Might I remind you Sasuke versus EA? How that one went. That is like always the one I will go to. Like, yeah, everyone thinks this character would win. Actually.
Or I guess Omni-Man versus Bardock for a more modern example.
Yeah, Omni-Man versus Bardock is a good modern example as well.
So yeah. Yeah, that's really all I ask. Y'all need to stop talking in absolutes.
Yeah. Keep your mind open and don't
keep your mind, like, even if it does actually end up being stupid obvious who wins, just like there's more to every episode.
I mean heck, like even in regards to this episode, I was like, when I saw the matchup, I'm like, okay, Clive's probably going to win. But like, you know, kept my mind open, and then, you know, we did our podcast, like, this is way closer than I thought. What the hell?
Yeah.
And then the episode came out and then proved that. What do you know?
Yeah.
I did appreciate how close it was. I love it when an episode isn't as one-sided as people think it's going to be, because it allows for the debate to be more interesting and more fun. And then on top of that, you have a solid argument for why it is close, which I do appreciate. They did a decent job of covering in this. That
they really hammered in that this fight is close, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, like even Wiz and Boomstick comment on the upcoming simulation, how that is meant to show you how back and forth these two are, and it really just comes down to, okay, Clive just had a little bit more to work with to get the victory, but again, it shows that Dante really had to make him work for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and for what it's worth, even some of the crew have responded and been like, yeah, even though we think Clive wins, it's still like a 52 to 48 ratio. So it's like Dante could have very easily won under different circumstances. And it's like, I do kind of like matches like this and like Bowser versus Eggman, where it's like it is close enough, and there's a lot of factors where you can say that either character wins and you wouldn't look like a psychopath. So yeah. So no, I appreciate that. And I think me saying this as someone who still sides with Dante is probably, it's more sensible than some of the comments I've seen. Because man, the comments just aren't giving Clive anything.
Damn.
And it's just, hey,
No, they're not.
Just so you know, again, as someone who still sides with Dante, Clive is still pretty damn busted. Like he's definitely not the strongest, but he's definitely up there among like Final Fantasy pro tags.
Wait, he's a Final Fantasy pro tag? I thought he was the guy from Tekken.
Anyway,
Had to work that in.
yeah, fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, that's that.
Yep.
I kind of don't want to address it much further, especially since like it's YouTube comments. Who cares? But it's like, yeah. All right.
All right. So that was.
Yeah. Analysis? Sure.
Yeah.
They were pretty solid.
Yeah. Hey, look, Dante got a proper analysis this time.
Yay, let's go.
One that isn't just a respect thread reading.
The joys of being in a modern death battle. Am I right?
Yeah.
I did like how both characters were treated in their analysis segments. I think Hershey did a great job covering both of them.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can say other than that.
I probably would have leaned a little bit further into Dante's like life struggles, because I just think it's interesting. But that's, I mean, he is still generally like I always commented before this episode came out that he is more than just the Wahoo pizza fun guy, you know. There's more to it. There's more to him than that. But like that's still a pretty major part of his character, and they just wanted to focus more on that. That's fine. It's
Yes.
Having less of their struggles mentioned is a lot less egregious this time around as opposed to like Ruby or Master Chief, for instance. So they got the basics across, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and for Clive, I think they did a great job covering him, his stories, what he ultimately had to go through. Having watched Final Fantasy 16, all 20 hours worth of the story, it was really, really compelling. And Clive as a character is now somebody that I like more than Cloud, because there's just a lot more meat to digest with Clive's characterization. And I appreciate that you get a sense of what his struggle was like, and I do love how both characters' analyses end with ambiguity, because going off of Devil May Cry 5, they end with, oh, well, Dante is now basically going to hell to keep Virgil safe, and you juxtapose that.
The world safe from Virgil.
Yeah, more accurately that. And then juxtaposed to that is the ambiguity of, did Clive survive? Did he not survive? Who we don't know. But what we do know is that his story is now immortalized in a book written by his brother that is called, funny enough, Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like how they ended it with the title drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, Virgil seems to be turning it around as a person. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
And speaking of Virgil, thanks to this analysis, he's no longer wool level.
I know, thank God, thank God.
Hey.
Thank goodness for that.
I do.
Guys.
The chances of Virgil coming back are more likely now because if the final chapter of the remake trilogy comes out in say 2027, which that could be the case, I would love for that year to just have Virgil versus Sephiroth be a rematch. I think they could do it.
Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, the results are probably going to end up the same, just from what I know. But it'd be interesting to really get into it.
Yeah, now they would actually do a better job with Virgil, and we wouldn't have to use fucking Zack being wall level.
And now that Virgil has more than Devil May Cry 3 to work with, thanks 5.
Yes.
Yeah, something people
wonder.
Yeah, something people tend to forget. Virgil doesn't get any of the good shit until he comes back in 5.
Yeah.
So.
And even then, it's just scaling to Dante.
Yeah,
well, but that's
better
like,
than nothing.
Scaling to Dante in 5 is better than scaling to Dante in 3.
It's true.
Like at the start of their stories. Anyways, mate, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just thinking, like, if Devil May Cry got this analysis back then, would Virgil have won?
Probably not.
I don't know.
It really does become a problem that it came out before 5, so...
Yeah.
Prior to 5, abso-freaking-lutely not.
Yeah.
Oh well, rip.
Yeah.
No. With 5, we'll see. I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to speak, and I don't want to say anything until I'm sure. And I've kind of lost track. I've kind of lost track on FF7 stats lately because they just kind of went all over the place. Anyway, yeah, these analyses are good.
Yeah, I dig them. I definitely did get me to appreciate Clive as a character more. It's definitely sold me on him as a character, so that's cool.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, Clive's cool.
Yeah. And once again, obligatory DJ is cooking with the editing. Segment.
There you go.
In other words, the sky is blue, it is cold outside, the grass is green.
And water is wet.
That too.
There you go.
That too.
Yeah. Also funny Final Fantasy 6 train reference. Let's go.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. And then hey, Nero got name dropped finally.
Hey,
Yay!
didn't get an episode, but he's still got
Nero
it.
versus Hellboy when?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've given up. I don't know. Not unless Devil May Cry 6 comes out, and then maybe we'll get something.
Fingers crossed. But
Or maybe when the next Hellboy movie doesn't bomb, one of those two.
Damn. All right.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess for the edit, I know people have commented that it's not as like flashy as usual, but that's just kind of the nature of what these franchises are.
they are
like-
flashy enough. Go away.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
not
kidding.
just that, but
I mean-
like, the more flashier edits that DJ and Max are known for are mostly attributed to like comic or manga characters.
I was gonna say these two barely have anything in terms of that. So
Yeah.
oh, and there's only so much you can do, especially with the lack of visual mediums that Clive has, and the like 2 that Dante has. So you mostly have to use a lot of the video games for that.
Yeah,
But I
and
think
there's-
it was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
it's good.
yeah, it's fine. There's just like using just regular old footage. There's just not really a lot you can do.
No,
Uh,
especially when you try and, especially when you're trying to make sure that the footage is capped at like 1080p or 4K,
yeah.
which doesn't work for the HD collection, which still
No.
to this day
No.
has not gotten a remaster on modern consoles.
Although I have heard there is rumors of a remake of DMC 1 on the way, so that'd be cool. I'd be down.
Yeah, there you go. That would be nice.
I'm surprised it took them this long.
Yeah,
Well, it's
actually.
Capcom. It's Capcom.
Yeah, it's true. Capcom's more interested in remaking Resident Evil games lately. Anyway, I still love you, Capcom.
Speaking of-
Anyway,
Yeah, well, speaking of remaking, I guess that's the best segue I can come up with on short notice.
okay.
Sure. Is it fight time?
Yeah, it's fight time.
It's fight time.
All right. Well, this fight kicks ass. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah, it does.
Remember when Luis said that this was the prettiest animation of the independent era? Yeah, he wasn't kidding.
No.
Yeah, no, this fight is gorgeous.
I want to make a bold statement, as I often do. This is Galactus versus Unicron levels of gorgeous.
Oh.
Like, it feels very cinematic compared to the last 3D fights we've gotten.
Yes, that's true.
Oh. That's it. All right. Well, I mean, since I'm guessing this is mostly going to be gushing, can I get the two things I have, the two problems I have with this fight out of the way?
Sure.
I only have one.
I
Okay.
think I only have one too.
Yeah.
All right,
too.
cool. Well, let's just get all that out of the way at the start. Let's see. The facial animation at the start looks weird.
And there's my one.
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my one. It's just that one shot where Dante's holding up Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah, it's been janky.
Like I said, it's like barely noticeable, but it just doesn't look. I don't know. Something about it looks weird, and then the lip sync looks a little weird. But
Yeah.
No, I
at the end
agree.
of the world.
Let's watch those lip sync.
Yeah, the lip syncing is definitely it gets better as the fight goes on. But
It does.
Some of
Yeah,
like
for me,
the,
it's just that one shot.
some of like the earlier stuff. I also kind of like I could comment about it when Dante pulls out Kalina Ann. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like some of Torrian's earlier works before he really even knew what lip syncing was, like lip animation was.
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, to be fair, maybe it's just a bit rusty in that aspect. I don't know. At the start.
No, but what was your second one, ZDogg?
Okay, second one. This is like really nitpicky, but I just realized while rewatching. Did Clark teleport down at the hell area? Like, did he just teleport? Is that how he got down there? Because I don't just. Or did I just miss something?
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know. Clive was just fighting one of Dante's doppelganger clones.
Oh.
And then he went flying around, and then I don't think we ever saw him fly down to wherever the crystal place was. And then when Dante drives down with his motorcycle,
well, the crystal place is the same area.
there.
It's just destroyed now.
oh,
Yeah, it's still the same location.
well, maybe I just missed it. I don't know. That's the only thing, because when I watched it for the first time and when I rewatched it, I don't know. It just feels like he just teleported there for some reason, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But I don't know.
At least I'm pretty sure it's the same location anyway. I could be wrong.
No, I mean,
It just got
Because it's
it just got completely wrecked by their battle, which is fair.
fair enough. I don't know, but regardless, that's the only things I have to complain about here. Otherwise, this fight slaps.
Yeah, it's really
so
good.
my one nitpick / criticism is Clive's eyes. I don't know what happened with the model, but okay, so Clive's eyes are actually black, but if you watch the fight, you notice they're blue, very bright blue, and Clive's model is not as well animated as Dante's. It's actually a little stiff.
Well, I think it's the Tekken model, not the Final Fantasy one.
Yeah, that which makes sense.
Probably
because,
why.
Yeah, which I can understand. They probably had to use the Tekken model because the actual model, very much like Kratos' model, that thing takes more than 4 people to rig. Like, it takes a whole team of 100 people to make sure that that model looks as smooth and as realistic as possible. But other than that, that was my one nitpick. I really wish that Clive's model would have been more animated in some areas.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's the eye. Like, interestingly enough, I know this is jumping way ahead, but the end shot, the eyes actually are better when he's looking down.
I think it's just in general goes back to like it's just in general facial expressions and lip syncing and like the facial animations are definitely the weakest part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But like you cannot tell me you focused on that the entire time.
No. I mean, okay.
And you're mental.
No, but with that,
I think it's just more noticeable. Sorry, I think it's just more noticeable at the start, and then
again, it just gets it gets better as the fight goes on.
Exactly.
Yes. But other than that, yeah. So this is probably in my top 5 favorites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valid, honestly.
You know what? I'm gonna go even. I might go a little step further. This is probably my favorite fight of the year.
Really?
I actually have the same thought. Well, favorite fight of the year so far.
True.
Yes, so far. I will not say where in my top 5 this is, but what I will say is Bowser versus Eggman, you've been surpassed. I'm sorry.
Them fine words.
Yeah, those are fine words. I know. Well,
I don't know. Like, I don't blame you, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
honestly, I don't either.
I don't know if I agree, but man.
Okay, look, it's literally comparing. It's comparing a regular burger to a double cheeseburger. Like, you get more with the double than you. Well,
I've noticed he does that a lot.
I do like my burger comparisons, but it helps that I had burgers twice yesterday, one for lunch, one for dinner, 2 different places.
That's fair.
But anyway. Moro and Torrian are 2 different beasts. That is the simplistic way I can phrase this without saying, oh, well, one is better than the other. No. And again, should note, it wasn't just Torrian that worked on this fight.
No, people are look, we all respect, we all love Torrian in this house. We're all super happy that he's back, but we need to remember that it wasn't just him.
Yes. And just because I'm going to shout out also Joe Vick, David Fisher, and Christina Christopherson.
Yeah.
Yes, he brought them back. David actually did come back to Death Battle before Torrian, so that's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
But Joey and Christina came back for the first time in forever.
I believe some of the this actually reunited some of the VizPost guys as well.
Yes, some of the
instead of just letting Billy and Christina did a VizPost here. Instead of just letting the animators do it, like how we've been doing it almost all year now.
I also want to highlight Christina's VizPost is on a whole nother fucking level. Like, it helps. After she left Rooster Teeth, she went to go work with Warner Brothers on some of their movies for VizPost effects. One of them was Black Adam.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would do it. That would do it.
So Christina was bringing movie-level VizPost to this animation, and that's why it looks so good. That's why I made the bold statement that this is dang near on Galactus versus Unicron levels, just in terms of how it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, something good came out of Black Adam.
Yeah,
There you go. The hierarchy of death battle has
It
changed.
wasn't Henry Cavill being like a Superman. But
No.
it's something.
It is something.
Anyway, but no, the model is straight up like I look at Dante's model especially, because of course I do. And it straight up looks like ripped out of DMC5.
Yes, and it is a huge glow up from the last time Dante was in Death Battle over literally 10 years ago with his DMC4 model.
Well, nearly.
Nearly, yeah. Next year it's... Well, no, that fight came out in 2015.
No, it was 2016.
So
No, it was 2016.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dang. Okay, my bad.
Either way, time sucks regardless.
Yes, time sucks regardless, but the glow up is insane because Dante's model in his first episode did not have any of this kind of detail, which is understandable. Torrian and Death Battle were just under the Rooster Teeth banner at the time, and they didn't have any of these kind of resources that they do now.
Well, then Dante's model is kind of like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's just, comparing it to the DMC5 model, it's just obviously a lot less detailed because it's like...
Yes, because...
it's like we're comparing a model from the PS4 era versus a model from the PS3 era, so it's like... yeah, like... And also DMC4 came out in, like, what, 2008? So...
Almost 2 decades ago now. Again, time sucks. Anyway,
yeah, especially sucks for DMC fans because we had to wait like almost a decade. It especially sucks for DMC fans because we had to wait almost a decade for 5.
It's true, but no, I agree with me.
Nothing came before that.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nothing
well, that's not
at
true.
all.
We did get DMC4.
Nothing happened.
Well, hold on. That's not true. That's not true. We did get DMC4 Special Edition.
There you go.
Well, there's that. I also want to say, just going off of the DMC5 model, I love how animated the model is. Like, you actually get hair animation, the coat is animated, it moves. Dante just feels so alive with his model and how it's rigged.
Sorry. Hey, the DMC coat physics actually worked this time.
Yay, let's go. We got a glow up from Virtual versus Sephiroth. Oh my god. This is so hilarious. No, yeah, Dante doesn't actually look like he tore through an entire donut factory with his coat.
or tore through his own coat like he did last time. I mean, what?
Exactly. Oh my god. No.
Sorry. Completely backtracking. I almost completely forgot when we were talking about the research side of it. I want to give a big shout out because one of the guests we had on a while ago, actually did the research for Clive this time around. Shout out to Rena.
Yeah.
This is her first time, and she did a damn good job doing it.
Congrats, Rena.
Yeah, great. Good job, Rena.
Extra impressive because their first go of it was a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, well, she's a Final Fantasy nut, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Her job was easy. She literally had the one game.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that one game is like 100 hours long, so...
60 hours, but point taken.
Gotta love RPGs. Gotta love RPGs.
Yeah, true.
Hey, but it's damn good. Like, holy crap! If you played the DMC games, you will love this. It's literally the same engine.
Yeah, I do want to play it. I just don't have time. It's a long game.
No, that's fair. It is a long game. Like, even if you cut out side missions, it's 20 hours.
Anyway, talking about Dante's model again, I know I previously commented negatively about the part where Dante pulls out Kalina Ann, but it's like that. I don't know if it's the camera angle or if it's the lighting, or if it's just the way Dante's model looks, or if it's just everything. But god damn, Like, yeah, the lip syncing and facial animation isn't great, but the rest of it looks so goddamn good.
Yeah, no, the rest of this fight is a visual treat.
There is one
It's
thing
just
this
pure eye candy.
Yes, and there is one thing this episode brings back, animation-wise, that we have not seen in a long time. It's actually the return of the team using Unreal Engine, because this wasn't Blender this wasn't Blender, Source Filmmaker. Maybe there was a little bit of Maya in there. It was hard to tell, but I know Torrian.
It's Torrian.
Yeah, I know Torrian uses either Maya or Unreal Engine.
Yeah. On top of that, I know I'm gushing on the Dante side of things, but you know, what do you expect from me? Dante got to use not just a lot of his weapons, like more so than what he had in 5, which was like I expected them to kind of just limit it to just 5. But then he pulls Nirvana out of absolutely nowhere, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But then he also got to use like basically all of his styles.
Which I love.
Yeah, the only one I don't think I managed to catch was Swordmaster, but then again, that's just kind of, it's more sword combos, so it's like, eh. But like we had, I mean, Trickster was everywhere. We had, we did get one scene with Quicksilver, so that was cool. Royal Guard got some time to shine.
Yep.
Hell, we even got a little bit of Gunslinger. That move when Dante is like shooting his shotgun at lightning bolts. That move is, it's called Fireworks. It's basically him shooting in like random directions.
Style.
While letting his colors burst.
So it's so that was cool. Am I missing one? Doppelganger.
I think you got all of them.
I did miss Doppelganger. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Doppelganger.
He did use Doppelganger. He didn't use Dreadnought though from Royal Guard, but eh.
Also used, I believe he also used what was it? He used the heat one, the one with the heat fist. I can't remember what it starts with a B. I can't remember what it's called. Bahamut? No, not Bahamut.
Well, that's Clive.
Yeah, sorry, that's Clive. Oh my god.
The heat
it's
fist.
Something with a B. Like, okay, bro, you should know what this is, what I'm trying to say. You're the Devil May Cry fan.
I actually don't.
It's literally the one where he has heat, and it's where Doppelganger was punching Clive.
That's that's not a style. That's where I got confused. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. That's my bad.
That's a weapon. That's Balrog.
Yeah, that's it. Balrog. He used Balrog. No, not the box. Unrelated. But.
And then, hey, he actually used King Cerberus, and when he didn't use regular Cerberus against Bayonetta, so hey.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go.
And then, okay, so obviously Lousy wrote this episode, but I have to wonder whose idea was it for him to pull out Dr. Faust? I was not expecting that at all, but I'm so happy it's there.
Can you tell they wanted to give Dante some love in this fucking fight script? Because, my god.
Fucking that whole sequence is hilarious.
Oh, wait. Also,
sorry, I was gonna say just fucking.
No, go ahead.
I'm Clive summoning lightning, and then he just moonwalks.
Yeah, this motherfucker. This motherfucker is moonwalking past Clive's lightning, and it's literally so good. Like, holy crap! And I also just got to say, having Clive use his styles too was so well transitioned, and I loved how Dante was having so much fun because
god,
it is hilarious. Like, dude is just, again, I know we're gonna talk about the music and the voice acting later, but that whole scene of him just dancing, avoiding Clive, and then Clive just starting to get annoyed. It was so good. It was well in tandem.
That entire King Cerberus part, that's just mwah.
Yes, and
It's like it's good choreography. B, Dante is having an absolute blast. And C, I know we're gonna talk about the music later, but just the way it ramps up, along with Dante's like whooping around.
oh my god!
I'm like,
I
okay, I know. I'm like, okay, I know this is. It's like I know this isn't a finale, but it sure as hell feels like one.
It really does. Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, what is with the penultimate episodes actually feeling like finales more than the season finales? What is going on? Hopefully, the next fight can change that. But anyway, I really loved how it got across everyone's style and personality, and also biggest thing we have not mentioned yet, we got some flips.
We did get some flips.
The flips are back. Yeah, baby.
We didn't just get one flip. Oh, no. Dante was doing a bunch of flips to avoid Clive.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a Torrian fight without the flips.
No.
How many flips do you want to do? Yes.
All
of them. Cut to that scene. Cut to that scene from Voltron versus Megazord. Everything. Oh man. Yeah. No.
So fun.
It is, and then it only gets better from there once Doppelganger comes out, and oh my god.
Okay, first of all, I mean we'll probably have a whole thing talking about dialogue and like the writing, but
oh yeah.
But I do want to comment on this now. No hiding in the shadows anymore. I know what you're doing, Lousy. I know what you're doing, and I love you for it.
Oh, and then the sword clash. Like, them smashing the crystals, and then the
oh my god,
moment.
That is straight up Dante versus Virgil from 3.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
the raindrop.
I'm just gonna admit this now. It took me a couple rewatches to realize that's what that was.
There you go. We got it in visually, and oh my god, our eyes are so much better for it because.
So fucking clean.
Yeah, no, and then obviously also adding to the Virgil Easter eggs, Clive literally doing Virgil's stance and combo against Dante, and again I know
it's literally Virgil's judgment cut. It's so fun.
Yeah, no, and I love how even Dante's like, looks like Virgil's got some competition.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I know I comment like it is literally Virgil's judgment cut, but that's also what happens in game. So that's.
Yeah, no, that is what Clive does in the game, and then
and the Korea, the boomstick even called him out on it, so that's
and all of this action is going down while Clive is still in his base form, because we do get Dante transforms first, but
he is in limit break.
Yes, which I didn't notice that, but I do love how Dante transforms first in the most awesome way possible. Like, Devil Trigger coming out is better here than it was in Dante versus Bayonetta, because it's literally just a switch. It just comes on, but here it's like, oh no, he's doing it while he's coming down the mountain on something that obviously I love that they did. Clive doesn't know what a motorcycle is, so his reaction, like, what the hell is that? Is like, oh man.
Dude, if only he saw it split into chainsaws.
Oh my god.
He would want it. He would legit want it.
I am a little disappointed that Cavalier wasn't used as a weapon, but screw it, it still looks cool, so I don't care.
Yeah, and oh man, and then look, once again, I know this is dialogue section, but I was, as soon as you had Clive transform into Phoenix Rising by just saying, so the devil cries for more, let's give him everything we got. I was like, Hershey, what the fuck are you doing to me, man?
Okay, probably my favorite part.
And then
of the
also,
fight.
okay,
Yeah,
I'm the only one.
yeah, I think I agree actually.
I'm the only one who can geek out about this because Sean is not here. But having Dante literally scream his brother's name as he transforms into Phoenix Rising. Clive, sorry. Damn it. I'm getting too excited.
Well, if we're doing that, it's Ifrit Risen.
Yeah,
not
Ifrit.
Phoenix.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm getting so excited. Look, it's been a long week. It's cold down here.
Fair enough.
Anyway, no, but Ifrit Risen coming out while Clive says Joshua's name, it was so good.
And
yeah,
then
that's probably my favorite line in the episode. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's a good line. And then freaking, sorry, not to get you off, Richard, but man, that fight afterward is like the fight in freaking space.
No, okay, yeah, no, which
also fucking cool.
we go from having our Devil May Cry tribute Easter eggs to having our Final Fantasy 16 because again, if you play the game, literally there's a fight where you fight in space and it is so fucking cool that it's here.
Hold up, sorry to backtrack a little bit further. And to go against what you just said about going from Devil May Cry gushing to Final Fantasy ones, but Dante's sword thrusts leading to him stabbing him in the stomach and launching him into the air. That is Dante's, I believe, level 3 super from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So that's fun. It's literally the same camera angles too. It's fun.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Not to make it sound like I'm not to be rude. But when was the last time you played Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Fair.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
I own. Thank you very much.
I'm not even saying that just to be mean. I'm curious. It's just like you didn't notice
Never
it.
Played
Like,
Marvel vs. I've never played Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I know of it. I've seen gameplay. I've seen the cutscenes and the interactions, but I've never played it myself. So fair enough.
I've listened to music from it.
Yeah, I've also listened to the music.
Yeah. So okay, cool. Glad I was the one that pointed it out then. Anyway, yeah, the fight in space is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
It's so fast. It's so dynamic, and getting an Ifrit regeneration was also cool. Which again, that is how it works in the game, and I love how they incorporated it in here too. And then him using his fire spirit bomb.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dante responds with judgment.
Yeah.
And we get that smoking sexy style.
Yes, and it took me a couple of watches to understand what happened, but I did eventually figure it out. Both of their moves just canceled each other out. It caused a big frickin' explosion, and it's very quick, but if you look very closely, you can actually see them falling to Earth before it actually happens in the next shot. So it's not like it just boom, explosion, boom, fall to Earth. No, you actually do see them fall and descend back into Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then just let's end it off by just having the climax be both of them are back in their base forms, and it's literally now just a battle of wills. Yeah, there's your Simone and Kyle reference there.
Quite literally, actually. Like I don't even think they intended for it, but the climax here is basically the same as Simone and Kyle's.
Yes, and I love it because we all thought, oh, it's gonna come down to Sin Devil Trigger and Ifrit Risen. No, actually, no, it isn't. It's gonna come down to literally the latter of which of them has enough energy left. And to be fair, man, Dante, he doesn't just let Clive sit there. I do love that as soon as he gets back up, he's fighting through the pain and being exhausted, and he just chomps away at Clive.
Yeah, Dante definitely knows when to take a fight seriously. Like he seems like a cocky bastard, but he's not.
Yeah.
He only ever really shows off when he knows he can allow for that.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, I'm exhausted, I'm coughing up blood, and my opponent is not dead yet. Gotta fix that right now.
Yes, and oh man, it was. I tell you, I was literally just saying, "Come on, get up, Clive!" Like, it was so emotional, and then yeah, just okay. Can I just say this too? That was probably my favorite kill shot so far, like of the year.
Yeah, I think I can see that. It's a lot more brutal than I think I would have ever expected.
I mean, at least they didn't do decapitation.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, like, it's not like super gory or anything like that. It's not like Dante's like gushing out blood or anything. But like, we still see his like innards. You see his rib cage. His skin fades to white. Like it's messed up.
It's a pretty I think it's a good finisher for this.
Yeah.
So
it was, and it just ending with Clive mustering up what little of Ifrit he can manage just for that. Again, that shows how Dante really put him through the damn ringer.
Yeah.
I also do appreciate the line afterwards, like, fighting God's gonna be nothing compared to this.
Okay, that's another thing. Backtracking. I love that this fight takes place before Clive is about to go face Ultimalius.
Well, I mean, it'd have to, because
if
it takes place, it can't really take place afterwards.
No, because we don't know what happened to him. But no, I love how they just chose to do that. That's such the beauty in it, is that Clive is just getting ready to go fight Ultimalius, and then all of a sudden here's Dante. So I do appreciate that they tried to tie this in with Final Fantasy 16 story.
Yeah, it's kind of like
done. Like, after a fight like this, that God will be nothing.
Yeah,
it wasn't. If he only knew.
It's funny because like it's basically in this case, it's like Dante is the one that's awakening stuff like Ifrit Risen instead of Ultima.
Yeah.
So it makes sense in the story too.
It does.
There you go.
So
and
there's that. Also, I do like how they threw in a little reference to. I mean, they've been throwing in small references to Devil May Cry everywhere, but then they basically end it with "It's been a bash, Smokey." I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thanks for that.
And just seeing Rebellion fly and collide with Clive's sword.
Referencing what might be one of the saddest scenes in Devil May Cry, especially way after the fact for a different reason. But I'm not going to get into that.
Fair enough.
It's also a little hard to hear at first, but at that point, that is when Dante finally says the line.
Yeah.
Yep, jackpot. Gotta get the jackpot.
Gotta get.
Yeah, no.
I do appreciate, going to the kill itself. I do appreciate that Dante doesn't he's, obviously he's like, if Dante was at his peak when he got hit by an attack like that, he probably could have regenerated from it. But
yes,
but obviously by this point he's exhausted. He's too exhausted to regenerate from something like that. So instead of just being like, well, shit. He's like, nah. All right. Good job.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that too. It is also ironic that the Devil May Cry community has been upset and castrating this episode for Dante losing, but Dante himself is actually okay with losing by the end, because it's not even that he's okay with it. No, he's actually showing respect. To Clive, and also
the command loses, doesn't seem to mind. and their fans are losing their mind. Where have I heard this before?
If you had a nickel for every time this has happened, you would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's just hilarious that it's happened twice in Death Battle.
I'm just saying, it sounds familiar.
Yep, yes, true. Also, it was nice. Like, it was nice for Dante to just not be... He died as he lived. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He literally died as he lived. He had a fun blast fighting Clive.
Yeah, I do kind of like the juxtaposition. Like Dante's like, all right, yeah, good job, man, and then Clive's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, like, you can actually hear the exhaustion in his voice. Like,
it's like, oh, thank God, it's over.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, for what it's worth, fast forward several years later, Dante will come back. I mean, Virgil did, so
it's true. Yeah, so he's not dead, which is also kind of ironic because he'll come back, but we still don't know what happened to Clive at the end of his game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, sorry. So in conclusion, this fucking animation is probably the best of the independent era so far, and my God, they've got a long they've literally got to find a way to not top it, but definitely, you know, keep it consistent. And I don't envy them because jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Side note, I've watched this fight animation about as many times as I have with Kyle versus Simone, so take that for how much I love the episode itself.
Yeah. I guess if no one else has anything to add, then we can just move on real quick.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my fault.
It was great to have you back, Torrian, Christina, Joey, and David, as always. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's very, very good work, all you.
Yes.
Claps for everyone.
Yeah. Well, with that, we can move on to the voice acting. So, hey, look, they did, in fact, not get Stephen Fu back. Are you shocked? I'm not.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, I am kind of curious why, but like I don't know if I want to go prodding through all that.
Yeah, I mean I don't care enough to prod, but yeah, but you know maybe
Neither
like
do I.
But like a mention or something would probably be nice.
Hey,
instead,
the person.
Instead, Luca Xavier takes the role instead. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. He sounds more like Dante than Steven did.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
So,
Luca
like,
did a fantastic job.
You know,
so it's like on the one hand, I am curious why they didn't get Steven back. On the other hand, I don't care. I like this guy more.
Yeah, he just nails Dante's mannerisms so much more. You can tell he had a lot of fun, and he also did a reaction to the episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he did do
That
that.
was cool. Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. And
I watched that. I'm actually kind of surprised how his voice for Dante is pretty similar to his natural speaking voice. So yeah, they did a good job. I will say I think there was maybe like 1 or 2 times I could be like, maybe another take. Like just I'm not like begging for it, but like maybe. I mean, thank God they didn't go with the deliveries from the preview because that turned people away from him for a minute. So I'm glad the final product used the better deliveries. Which I mean,
me too.
I mean that's natural for previews. They just kind of, I don't know, but I imagine I kind of picture that like the takes used in previews are more like, I feel like maybe saying their audition clips is probably a bit mean, but
it's definitely the first of many takes that they'll end up using.
Yeah. Yeah. People need to realize very rarely do they use the same takes, from the previews. But no, he did a good job.
It's true. Yes, and
it's another one of those. He got better as the fight progressed.
I agree. He did. I definitely bought him as Dante more than, no offense to Johnny Bosch, but I think Luca just naturally sounds like Dante. And I love Johnny.
Yeah.
We have John.
Yeah, Johnny is cool.
And again, shout out to his like during that whole
yeah, he's
segment.
Yeah. Going back to just as soon as he was screaming and going crazy, I think that was just Luca legitimately having the ball of a ball of a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then during like when he's moonwalking away, you can just hear subtle. Like, they know what
that had to have been improvised because
maybe
they
not,
probably just.
Well, maybe not because Ruben did it during that very famous Dr. Faust scene. So
True.
So it was probably not improv, but yeah. And then on the flip side, the name that I always forget until I read it again. It's Will Dorenzi Martin, who's the voice of Clive.
Also did a very good job in IMO.
Yeah.
I mean, Richard probably would be the best if it sounds like Clive or not. So.
Yes, no, I can confirm. Okay, it's scary how accurate Will sounds because, in the game, Ben Starr voices Clive.
Yeah.
And it's a very distinctive kind of out of breath but charming committed voice. And Ben even did a couple of satire jokes where every time he speaks as Clive, he's always doing the like Clive is always out of breath when he talks. And I loved how natural Will sounded. It's like, you look at Clive, and that's the voice you hear when he talks. He sounds so cool, and I do like the one joke that he makes, because again, Clive does have a sense of humor. He's not just a dull guy. I love how when he sees Dante rocking out, he just says, "Oh, fancy yourself a bard."
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
I like that one.
It is. It's so cool. And then again, the devil cries for more. Let's give him everything we've got. Like Will, I swear, Will must have just went hard for that delivery because man, that's straight up how Ben would do it.
Yeah, I remember Rena saying something similar. Like she brought up that line and she was like, "That's straight up Ben Starr." So I think they did a good job casting him. I don't know.
Again, it's almost uncanny. I swear. I almost this is how convinced I was that maybe it was Ben Starr, but it's a pseudonym name. So I looked up Will and I was like, okay, no, it's not Ben. It legitimately is just another guy who can just sound like Ben.
A guy who and funny enough, we mentioned Amber earlier. Voices someone she's very fond of.
Yeah, that's right. These two don't know.
Nope.
Because they don't follow Amber.
I'm sorry.
Nope,
it's okay.
Not a single clue what you're talking about.
Fair enough.
I make it for her.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Casting was good.
Great.
Yeah, no notes. Like, there was. I mean, yeah, you can argue that Luca was the MVP, but man, like Will was not slacking at all. Man, Will was just killing it.
we brought up the devil, the Devil May Cry or Devil Cries for More.
He definitely had. He definitely had like some of Dante's lines were references to the games. Other ones were just him having fun. But it's like, no, I love how Clive was just the straightforward one who got some of the best line reads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no notes. This was great.
Indeed.
For casting.
Yeah. And then we have the soundtrack, The Devil Inside. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this right freaking now. I don't care how bold this is. This is my favorite track of the year, and it's not even close.
I'm sorry. Once again, just like Bowser vs. Eggman, game over. You've been replaced. I'm sorry.
Well, damn.
Okay, no. Well, actually, if we're just going off of this year, Spiral of Emotions, you've also been replaced.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, specifically this year. Yeah, this is my favorite one, and it's not a competition. And considering how much I've gushed about some of the other ones we got this year, you should know how much that's saying. This one is just like, it just feels so powerful.
It does. Like, okay, it's both a mix, because since Bro has played all of the DMC games, and I have seen and watched and listened to Final Fantasy 16. This is literally Brandon doing a mashup of the two.
Yeah.
And yes, Brandon actually, for the first time, and it's been a while now, he actually he was the solo vocalist for this. He didn't hire anybody else to collaborate with. It was just, nope, it's all Brandon.
Bam.
And my God, our ears so better for it, because
Yeah, no, we commented earlier about how, like, when it ramps up, when we get the chorus for the first time, how well that synced up with Dante's, like, fun-loving nature, and then just the choreography in general. But then I don't know what it is, but the way the music syncs up with the crystal sword clashing, it's like that heavy metal screamo voice, like playing basically as soon as Dante cuts through his crystal. It's like, oh my god. And it's just like, you can tell that Brandon was just like, okay. Like, like he puts impact into his songs here, and that, like, it's not to say those other songs were bad, because they're not. But very rarely, like, does like a lyric, just a single lyric, just like punch you in the face when you hear it. And then here we go. And then this track comes in, and the entire track is punching you in the face. So it's like, okay, cool. Thanks for that, Brandon.
And for the first time in a while, when we saw the preview for this, now most of the time, if not all the time, they use a track from a band that is not the official vocal track. But for this one, no. Actually, whoever put the trailer together now used The Devil Inside.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, so we got 2 previews for this one.
Yes, we did.
If I was to make a guess, this is just speculation here. I imagine, so I think Ben put together the first one. And then DJ put the second one together. But like, since the first one is very, it's not bad by any means, but it's a lot more by the numbers compared to our usual previews.
Yes, it's very standard.
It's very standard. We don't get any voice actor reveals or anything like that, or any like special. I mean, I guess like a cursive name drop at the end is kind of unique, but like, eh. So if I was to guess, I imagine Ben put that together like last minute, and was like, "Oh shit, I don't have a track. Well, let's just use the official one. Let's just use ours." And then DJ was like, "Okay, I can make a better one, but I'm still using this track though, just cause."
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I imagine anyway. Maybe I'm completely and totally wrong, but it's just the fact that we got two of them that kind of has me thinking that.
Yes, and either way, this track was fucking amazing. I legit cannot think of a better track to end the year off with.
Yeah,
No.
Well, it's not the end, so.
No, it's not.
Not quite.
And that would be a great segue, but we do have to wrap up this one.
Yes. Oh, final thoughts on Dante versus Clive, a match we didn't see coming, but holy crap, we're kind of glad we got.
Yeah.
I was gonna say very, very, very pleasant surprise because this episode absolutely rocks.
Yeah.
Like, man, definitely worth the wait for the Torrian fight. And
oh yeah,
yes.
No, this has Torrian written all over it.
Yes.
Definitely up there with some of his best work.
I think I would just go far as to say it's probably my favorite Torrian fight of all time that he's done. Of close second, followed by Might. But this is just it's everything I could have wanted for both of these characters.
There you go.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes, good show.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, meanwhile, for me, we know like what Torrian episode for me is never getting topped.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I was gonna say both me and May have a pretty stiff competition with our favorite episodes being Torrian fights, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is so very, very good.
Yeah, and it just I wasn't even it's funny, I'm not even joking, but oh man, when we do our rankings, like this is do not be surprised how high this is gonna get.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be up there for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm already guessing this is top 5 at least.
Oh, I'm gonna say this is top 3.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll always be kind of about the result, but like this fight is still peak.
It is.
So I guess I can't complain too much.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
and maybe this should be a sign that they should use more Final Fantasies other than 7, and also use other Devil May Cry characters. Cough Cough Nero, Cough Cough.
one can hope.
Yeah, and hopefully all this gushing I did will make a potential response video feel not as mean-spirited. That's my hope anyway. I wasn't kidding earlier. If y'all want a response video or like a response episode, I'll do it. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But that is later. That I believe is later news.
Oh yeah, that's later. For sure.